What if I told you democracy is an illusion? That your vote matters about as much as a corporate diversity statement. The richest 1% now own more wealth than the bottom 90% combined. And yet, we keep being told that we live in the greatest democracy in the world. So how did we go from a country built on democracy to one quietly controlled by billionaires? Well, it wasn't a coup, and it wasn't a war. It was a slow, systematic takeover, and it happened right under our noses. First, let's define what we're dealing with. An oligarchy is when power is concentrated in the hands of a few, usually the ultra-wealthy. Ancient Rome, oligarchy. Tsarist Russia, oligarchy. Modern-day China, oligarchy. In America? Well, it wasn't always like this. But over the last 50 years, the US has shifted from a democracy to an economic system where a small handful of people control policy, wealth, and even what we think. In 2010, a single Supreme Court ruling, Citizens United versus FEC, opened the floodgates for corporations to spend unlimited amounts on political campaigns. Translation: politicians now work for their donors, not the people. To win a Senate seat today, you need anywhere from $10 million to $100 million. And guess who funds those campaigns? And once politicians are in office, guess who they pass laws for? Spoiler, it's not you.
Biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets simply aren't true without checking facts first. Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Here's the thing about a functioning democracy. People need real information to make informed decisions. But when 90% of all media is controlled by just 6 corporations, well, you see the problem. That means billionaires get to decide which stories get airtime and which get buried. Remember when Jeff Bezos bought the Washington Post? Or when Elon Musk took over Twitter? Just another free speech moment, I guess. Meanwhile, the richest 1% don't just keep their wealth. They rewrite the tax code to make sure they never lose it. Example? In 2018, Amazon made over $11 billion in profit. Guess how much they paid in federal income tax? And when the economy crashes, usually because of their own recklessness, guess who bails them out? That's right, you do. Unchecked oligarchy doesn't just lead to wealth inequality, it leads to a complete breakdown of democracy itself. Here's the reality. 70% of Americans now believe their vote doesn't matter, and in a way, they're right. Because when billionaires control the economy, the media, and the politicians, what's left? So is this the end? Not necessarily. History shows that oligarchies don't last forever. Revolutions, regulations, and public pressure have broken them before, and they can again. Step 1 is recognizing the problem. Because now that you see the strings, it's up to you to pull them. If you found this breakdown helpful, share it. Because the more people understand how the game is rigged, the harder it is to keep playing us for fools.